Okay, so it wants to know what is the area of the figure in square centimeters, and I'm assuming then it's just these two triangles and the square or the rectangle here. Find a composite. A composite figure consists of two congruent right triangles. These are my right triangles, and a rectangle. So this is 42. What is the figure and dimensions? Is it centimeters? Okay, good, good. So what is the area? Well, I know one thing. They're giving me some gimmies here, and so let me make this smaller. Let me shrink it down so I can use that grid paper. All right, let's make it bigger. I wonder if I can move that grid paper to kind of help me out here. No, not quite, so never mind. Okay, here we go. This is 7 and this is 6, so the area of this rectangle here is 42. So we know that's part of the answer. The key here is what's this area. Now, we know the area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. Base times height cut in half. But in this case, I have two triangles that are the same. If I were to kind of move this triangle over here, I could draw it right there, right? So if I can move it over, I can lay it to where it's right there, and I have a rectangle. I'll do it both ways so you can see what I'm doing here. But I do know one thing. From here to here is 7. This whole thing is 10, which means this is, how much, guys? 3. And I know this length, what's this length? 6. So this rectangle is 6 times 3, which is 18. And I'm going to add it to the 42. And then here we use old school addition subtraction kind of stuff, and that is 60. If you still struggle with this one, don't be afraid to do this. There's nothing wrong in doing what I'm about to do right now. You learned this in 2nd grade when you decompose numbers. That is 10. That is 50. 50 plus 10 is 60. Old school math, just that 2nd grade math you learned when you were little to help you get the answer. If you don't see this, go ahead and use the formula, right? 6 times 3 is going to be 18. Cut it in half to get your 9, and this is the area of that triangle is 9. And then you do it again, that one's also 9, so 9 plus 9 is your 18. Okay? Another way that I tell students to do this one is go ahead and use that grid paper. Grid. I'm going to use the medium-sized grid paper. You don't have to use overlaid here, but you do know one thing. That from here to here is 7. I could have drawn it. That's 5, 6, 7, and from here to here is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm just going to recreate the drawing. Right? So I know that this is 7 and that is 6, and this area is what? 42. And then I know that this is part of my triangle. It goes 3 this way because that's 10. From here to here is how much? 10. So this whole thing is 10. So this is 7. You go 3 more. And then you just keep continue over here. You go 6 this way, and you go this way. And then you can help yourself out right there. We just created the triangle. You know that from here to here is 6. From here to here is 3. From here to here is 6. From here to here is the same height, 3. Same triangle. Use the formulas. Do what you got to do. But you know that you could have redrawn this. I'll even change colors to move this guy over here, and this would have been the same triangle on this side with the same dimensions. So this area, this guy would have been moved over here, and then now you have that rectangle of 6 by 3, give you the 18. Your answer is 60. Easy stuff, man. And all you got to do right here, type in the number 60. And there you go. 9, 6, 7, 60. Right? Easy, easy, easy test.